Hi, thanks for tuning in. One idea ahead here. We've got a contest entry for Doctacdad. Now you're joining me. It's sorry for the shakiness. I'm in the middle of studying my Calc 3 test. I've got dinner with. Oh, hold on. There we go. Dinner with me. Thought I'd take a break since I'm enjoying dinner and submit this in. What he asked for is a bunch of things, and I'm going to choose the home defense loads. I carry, well not carry, I have a 12 gauge shotgun for my home defense. Now, it is a Mossberg 88 Maverick or Maverick 88. Let's go ahead and clear it real quick. Nothing in the tube, nothing in the chamber. Give it a couple racks. Alright, so this is, nothing on it right now. This is what I have ready access. If anything's, knocking on my front door at, let's say, 5:30 in the morning. But if it's 5 o'clock in the morning, I have something a little different. Because I'm in college right now, and I got a couple roommates. Well, I trust them. There's some people coming to my house. I might not know them too well, so that's usually, pretty secure. This is my preferred caliber. 4Ds, baby. So this is, check on, see what's going on. Or if you got to, kind of, well, you could poke them, but you get the idea. So this is generally what I like to have with me. But let's go ahead and talk ammunition real quick for the shotgun. So stick with me. All right, before I go any further of the ammo we have in front of me, I just want to reiterate. Actually, I haven't mentioned it, but let's go in real quick and say that if we've actually have to come to this decision to use this ammo to defend ourselves or people in our home, there's a checklist of things that I have personally. And you need to develop them. Have I done this? Has this happened? Has this occurred? Because I want to know every situation in my mind that I can avoid that if possible. If that's just calling the police and keep my door locked while my house is being raided, I'd be down for that. I honestly, this is absolute last case scenario. So having said that, if I want to use it, I want it to do two things. I want to end the situation as quickly as possible, and the second thing is I don't want to do anything more than it has to. So we'll go straight up. Here we have a 3-inch double out buck. So I guess 3-inch Magnum is the correct term. I'm still new to this whole thing. So 2 3/4 1-ounce slugs rifled, and then we have 2 3/4 double out buck, and then we have the Fiachi, which we'll get to at the end. So we got the Magnums. Here we are. The red is Winchester, the green is Remington. Very similar, but 15 slightly. I think they're smaller than 9mm. But lead buckshot coming down range. To me, that's a little bit overkill. While yes, I wouldn't doubt anyone who uses it. I personally, I'm also a skinny guy. I can fired a whole box of these at once, and that was a bad decision. My shoulder's certainly sore, but I'd rather be sore than not be around here. But next thing we have are these slugs. Now, slugs are a little bit different. As you can tell, the Remington, it is contoured, but it's not quite as big of a hole as the Winchester. But again, very comparable. Other than that, they're both about the same accuracy. They're both rifled. But if I am, yes, I've got a 20-inch barrel on there, but at the same time, I'd rather, this is good for, I would say within 50 yards, possibly 75 yards. I know it's even more so, but I'm talking reasonable accuracy. And if I want to try to encounter someone outside of 20 yards, that's probably going to be questionable. So having said that, I would be fine with any kind of load that I'm going to put in it, regardless accuracy. It's going to make it where I need to. I still have to be accountable for where all the rounds go, but I'm not going to be aiming into the air. I'm going to be aiming down slightly. So hopefully within 20 yards we'll be okay. Finally, we end up, well, not finally, but getting towards the end here, we have 2 3/4 shells, which is my preferred load. And very reasonable recoil and out of the shotgun I'm running, especially when you have the side saddle and I guess you call it butt plate, elastic, whatever. It holds 6 additional rounds. I think it's close to 20 rounds I have on there, so that really weighs it down. It might slow it down maneuverability-wise, but it definitely absorbs some more recoil. So that's why I preferred it. The follow-up shot, if it needs to, it can be fairly quick, and still have 9 lead balls in there getting ready, or shot, excuse me, 9 9 rounds of shot. And here we have the Remington and the Winchester 2 3/4 double-aught buck. And I actually like the, they both seal up completely fine. I like the way Winchester does it though, because it's more indefinite, that there's no moisture getting in there, so your powder is going to stay consistent and fully charged. Now that's what I choose if I have access to it. And if I have a preference, I'm actually going to go with this right here. And I don't know how well you can read that. It says nickel plated. Now there's a reason behind that. If you are familiar with the shot, all these have been made out of lead, and lead is nice because it's nice and heavy. The downside is it's a little bit, not malleable by any means, but when you're shooting out of a shotgun, they can mash together a little bit, and if you want all your energy, you know, going down range, when you have that lead, sometimes when they bounce around before they get up the barrel, that loses some energy. So if you have a completely steel, or nickel in this case, if you have a nickel plating, what that does is you still have the mass of the lead, but you have the hardness of the nickel, and that way you get a little bit more, I mean, we're talking like minuscule amounts, but you know, it does make a difference as far as I'm concerned. It does cost a little more to have nickel plated, but that little bit of extra punch, I'll take it. And here's what it looks like. It's actually pretty cool. It's got this clear, sorry about the lighting, but you can probably make out the shot inside. And the only thing I don't like is inside you'll notice there's a hole. It's not like the Remington or the Winchester, and while that's only the shot that's being exposed, I know moisture's getting down there. So while, you know, you got your 25 feet per second, that might be going down every couple, you know, months. This sits in the moisture, you know, stays in the on the shotgun. So keep that in mind. Keep your ammo, you know, fresh, and keep your ammo dry, or sorry, powder dry, and you know, just shoot a couple of these off and get some new ones every once in a while and keep them fresh. But you know, that's just a minuscule thing. I'm not rolling around in the mud with this, so this is my preferred home defense load. Fiachi 9 pellet of double-aught buck in a 2 3/4 shell, nickel plated lead. There you have it. If you stuck with me this far, 7.5 minutes, thank you very much. I only got a couple more things to mention. Now, with this, as I said earlier, is my last choice. What I have lying next to my bed, I'm not even kidding, is this ugly looking machete that I got from my granddad. And it's nothing, it's made in China. It was probably $10 at some flea market. It's, you know, it's been bent. But, you know, you're not going to mess with someone coming at you like that. And hold on. Wait for it. See, that's the nice thing about a laptop. You can move it around. You get a shaky view. But this is also in view. This is Glock field knife. So, again, what was that, 7-some inch blade? If someone's coming at you with that, or you know, just you're a bigger man than I am if you're gonna mess with someone like that. So, although maybe, you know, I'm not that intimidating, I understand. So, all right. So since I'm still a college student, like 90% of the time I'm on campus or at home. Now I could have something at home like I have the shotgun. So outside of that, if I'm on campus, can't have a pistol. So what do? Well, here's my book bag, and right on top, Guardian Angel Pepper Blaster from Kimber. So that's my not caliber. I mean, this is what I use for concealed carry fuel. Although I don't, it's on my book bag, so I always have it with me. But because I have too much junk in my pockets. But there you go. Because there's no real holster for this thing. So if you know of a holster for this, not the older Kimber one, but the newer one, let me know, because I'd love to use one. All right. Well, thanks for sticking tuned, and see you next time.